Hi everyone, this short video is going to show you how you can locate the student groups section and how to create your own student groups when it comes to Alpine. So there's two ways to be able to get to student groups. One, the fast way, is on this little gray bar here. You're going to click on groups and you're going to choose student groups. This is going to show you a list of either groups you've created or groups that people have created and shared with you. For this video, what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to create your own student groups. Now, when you create your groups, this is not creating it for your whole school. It's not creating it for your colleagues. It's not creating it district-wide. What it's doing is creating your own group so you could view your classroom students. You could also create as many groups as you want, and this will help you not only to look at your classroom as a whole, maybe 4 kids you want to look at specifically, however you want. So to do so, when you're in the student groups home, click on Add Student Groups on the right hand side. Okay, so here the name is required. So this is associating with your class. So I'm just going to put classroom for right now. You could call it whatever you like. This is for your purpose only, not for the world. Okay, so identifier is optional. I'm assuming if you wanted to be able to identify, like you want to call them all classroom, but you want to differentiate. To each their own. If you want to be able to call the name different each time, that's fine. So that's required. This is optional. Perspective, this is just illustrating your kids this year, your kids in the past, your kids next year. So we're going to look at this current year. I press add. Okay, so at this point we created a name, we haven't put students inside that. So what we're going to do is we're going to manually find your students. Shouldn't be that hard. Each classroom generally has 15, 20 somewhat students, so it shouldn't be that difficult to select it. You do it one time, you're done. So at this point, you're not going to see every grade, every school. You're only going to see your school. However, I'm seeing everybody. So if I'm a Diamond Lake teacher and I click on Diamond Lake School, you're going to notice that there are these areas that you could collapse and open. So second, third, fourth, they're automatically opened immediately. So if I'm a find your grade level, open it up and select the students that are going to be part of your group. Okay, so say I did that. All I need to do now is scroll down to the bottom and press update and close. Okay, so that classroom group is now created. Now that will always be there, and I could always go back and hit the little edit button to add more students if I want. But imagine my classroom's done. All I need to do now is to look at those students' assessment data. I just click on that grab and go button, looks like a play button. Now I'm going to select the assessments. And we all know how to look at all these assessments. You could pick any assessment that you would like to use. So for this purpose only, what I am going to do is I'm going to look for NWEA map. Okay, and I'm going to hit go. Here we go. So here, this information on the classroom I created is going to show it here. It's going to give us our basic information, our RIT scores, our norms, all that fun stuff. And what's nice about this is that now we can even just differentiate. So I get math, bam, there's information, right? So I'll go to reading, there's the information. So this is based off of a few kids I put in here. Okay, so now what you could do, it's really nice, is that you can now go to groups and go to students groups. Anytime you want, you could create your groups. Once they're done, you could always just go back to that group you created and look up that information, and you should be good to go. I hope you enjoy using this. It's very helpful.